All right, welcome back. I lost complete connection there a while ago. I keep suffering from all of these challenges when I'm on these lives, but I'm here again, trying to continue. Let me see here. Let's do this. Let's do this.
UIC. Freedom the people of Hell yeah. Freedom the people of need. Yeah, yeah. Freedom the people of want. Freedom the people of need. Yeah, yeah. Freedom the people of want. Freedom the people of need. Yeah, yeah. Freedom the people of want. Freedom the people of need. Yeah, yeah. Real man a road. Now bow wolf in a tree grand a road. Now bow down to no demon a road. UIC when you see man a road, me say yeah. Real man a road. Now bow wolf in a tree grand a road. Now bow down to no demon a road. UIC when you see man a road. Ready fi broke every chain. That when you free up the people, levitate.
All right, welcome back. I keep suffering from all kind of things happening when I'm trying to do these lives, from sound issues to sometimes just losing internet completely, or system just completely freezes. So we had that a while ago, but I'm back to continue. I was actually talking about the what separates. How do I say this? What will well, I was talking first about the Mark Golding situation where he suggested that the answer to the Senate. I don't know, they know that we're doing a lot of changes. Like, they know that the UIC has a lot of changes that are coming, substantive changes, very meaningful changes that are coming, and so they're trying to respond to all of these things. They've read our manifesto, they've read our 10-point plan. They see that the UIC means business, and so they're coming with sometimes alternatives in various forms of gimmicks. And one of that is the idea of adding members of the diaspora to the Senate to supposedly give the diaspora a voice in the Senate. I was explaining before the live crashed that that will not fix the problem. That is not going to solve anything. It's nice sounding, and I'm sure it makes some people very excited and jumping up and down and saying, "Wow, this is a good thing," but it's just window dressing. It's a gimmick. It's another gimmick that you're using to distract the people. The form of politics that the two colonial parties have enshrined in Jamaica is based on three things. One is to divide the people, and the other is to distract the people, and the third is to extract the wealth of the people. And so over the 78-year period, that's what has been going on: division, distraction, and extraction. So the current gimmick that Mark Golden is advancing, which is the gimmick of claiming that they're going to appoint some diaspora to the Senate, will solve nothing. All they're going to do is to find their friends and company and appoint them into the Senate, give them a nice profile, but nothing will change in terms of the substance of our governance. Jamaica will continue on the same degenerative, declining path that they have placed us on over the last 78 years. Now, the UIC has real solutions. We're not going to play games with the Senate. We're going to fix the Senate. We're going to have an elected Senate. So instead of playing games where the Prime Minister appoints 13 members of the Senate and the opposition leader appoints 8 members of the Senate, and then they become rubber stamp partisan politicians that are there to defend the interest of their respective parties. The UIC is going to make the Senate an independent body, truly independent of the executive branch, and independent of the House of Representatives. Yeah. And this will then ensure proper representation and effective governance. Christopher Daly is saying, will someone from the diaspora with dual citizenship be allowed to give up his or her first world citizenship in order to run for public office? That's something for us to look at. I want us to look at it a little bigger than that, Christopher. But let me explain the Senate situation first, and we get back to that. So, in the UIC system, we're going to have elected senators. So each parish will elect one person to represent their parish in the Senate. And so what you're going to have is that the Senate will now be a deliberative body with persons who are elected in their own right by the people of their respective parishes to represent their interest in the Senate. So that's real reform. That's real change. That's substantive change. That is a governance improvement over what Mark Golden is proposing. But this doesn't happen in isolation. The UIC wants to fix the overall system. So the Senate is just one part of it. We're also going to fix the House of Representatives. So the representatives will no longer be persons who the party selects and parachutes into a community. So you have somebody who isn't really from Northeast St. Elizabeth, for example, being parachuted in to say he's going to represent Northeast St. Elizabeth. In the UIC system, you would have to live there, work there, or have business there to represent the community. So you must be a part of the life of the community to represent the community. But bigger than that, the UIC is also changing the campaign financing aspect of it, which is critical, very important. So right now, it's the elites of the private sector who fund the two parties and the political candidates by extension. And so they maintain a system of corruption by that form of financing. The UIC is going to bar that form of financing and make the entire system 100% publicly funded. Yeah. And this 100% public funding of the candidates directly, not the parties, just the candidates. So no funding for the parties. The candidates will be 100% funded publicly. So they're not now beholden to the party, and they're not beholden either to whoever the leader is of the government. In the current system, the senators are hoping and praying that they're going to get a ministerial position, so they're beholden to the prime minister. The representatives are also beholden to the prime minister, hoping to get a ministerial appointment. In the UIC system, we tear that up completely, and we separate the ministers from the House of Representatives and from the Senate, so that the House and the Senate can focus on providing oversight to make sure that there's proper accountability, proper value for money, so they can scrutinize the work of the executive branch to make sure that the citizens that they represent are getting what they should get out of the system. So the UIC is about real transformative change that's going to fix the problems that have plagued us for the last 78 years. So coming out of that, you're now going to have subject matter experts as ministers of government. So your ministers are no longer going to be, some politicians, maybe some dodo head politicians. Instead, it's going to be qualified and competent persons who are going to each ministry. The executive branch, the core executive branch, made up of the president, the three vice presidents, one elected for each county, together with the general secretary and treasury secretary, who was elected on the ticket of the president. Those 6 persons will, under the leadership of the president, nominate a person to serve, let's say, as Minister of Health or Minister of National Security or Minister of Environment, whatever it is. Those nominees will be